is Preeti for Rubbernecker.com with a closer look at the new stamp and die release for September 2020. This release is packed with some beautiful stamp set for all sorts of card makers. If you are a floral lover, there are stamp sets for that. If you love critters, there are beautiful stamp sets for that. And if you like sentiments, you have those as well. So let's dive in and look at each one of them. This one here is called Just Because, and the set number is 3313, and it's a beautiful floral rose flower which has 3 different layers. The stamp set includes a layering guide as well as ink colors that you can use to create this beautiful rose flower. And I have created 2 different cards here, and I'll show you in a bit. This is the coordinating die set that comes along, that you can buy along with this stamp set, and the die number is 3313D, and the die cuts the flower and the stalks separately, so you can use them separately. And then here you can see this particular card I've created that floral together, the flower and the stem, and then I've taken the sentiment and I've added it, like I've split it into 2, and then I've added it there. And this is another one where I have created the flowers at the bottom, and I've done some selective stamping, and I've just stamped the leaves from the stem to create little leaves for that flower. The second set here, this is called Fresh Floral Stamps 3319, and there are 3 beautiful flowers in this, and there are 3 different sizes as well. And they are again a layering set, and there are 4 layers which builds up this beautiful flower. You can see here actually in the packaging itself there are numbers written. I'm just going to put a white sheet underneath so you can see better. So this one says A1, and the coordinating to that stamp would be A2, A3 and A4. Similarly, that is the center for that particular set. Similarly, this is the second, or the smaller flower, and this one says, I think it reads C1, C2, C3, C4, and this one would read B1, B2, B3, and even the leaves are coordinated. So it's very easy for you to know which one comes after which. And there is a layering guide included in this package as well as the the ink cubes that you can use, or it's just a recommendation. You can obviously use any colors you like. I do want to mention that there is a coordinating die for this stamp as well, which will be available in the store from on the 15th of September. Moving on. So here I've added it to a card, and I've added that sentiment, which we'll talk about in a bit, and just created a little a compilation to create that card. Here is the Woodland Animal set. There are 1, 2 and 3 sets, so there are a total number of 3 sets, so 3324, 3325 and 3326. These are beautiful critters. If you are one of those card makers who loves to add critters, so here you have numerous critters in this card set, and you can literally mix and match them. You don't have to just use one, and they can all work so well with each other, and I'll show you a couple of ideas eventually. And this is the coordinating die for this particular stamp set. Now the coordinating die, the die is only for the critters and not for the tree or the leaves or anything. Here I've just used a scissor and fussy cut this little evergreen here, and then I've also gone ahead and colored and die cut all the critters that are in this stamp set. And you can see they just die cut so beautifully. And I like to always die cut multiple critters and keep it in my stash, so when I feel like making a card, I can just pull them out, and it's like a puzzle to me, or like just putting to it's just very interesting to have these pieces ready so you can make a card whenever you are when you don't have much time in your hand and you want to make a card, this is a good way to do, is just pre-cut and color all your critters and keep it in a bag and use them later. So those are all the critters that the creatures or the animals that I have already gone ahead and colored and die cut. So here I'm showing you what I'm talking about, how you can build scenes. So I've taken this tree trunk from this stamp set, and you can see I've taken this it's really a bush which you can actually tilt it upside down and create tree branches. And I've just taken it from another set, and that's what I was talking about, that you can easily mix and match. And here I'm trying to put that little bear over the stump, and then there are two different honeycombs, and then you can just use whatever you want. And he's trying to reach for that honeycomb on the tree, and there are little bees in there. You can also create another scene where you have friends meeting at a forest party maybe. There's a nest of little birdies and then another bird. So there really the options are endless as to how you can build these scenes with these beautiful woodland creatures. And this is a little hollow of a tree bark, and then you can just color that and maybe take the woodpecker and make him sit, perch him there, just like he's made a hollow on the tree or something like that. So there are a lot of tiny other images included in this stamp set as well, from flowers, some rocks, and some birds, some what you call grass and leaves. So there are lots of options. Here I've taken this stamp set. This is the Woodland 1, I think, and I've created a little Christmas scene here using the deer and the tree from this set. And I've just colored a wintry sky at the back and have mounted the deer onto some snow bags and added a Merry Christmas. So as you can see, you can really use this woodland critters to create Christmas cards or birthday cards, whatever cards you feel like. The next stamp set is called Kittie Says Friends, and this is purely a sentiment stamp set, and it's all about friendship, and there's some really good sentiments. And here's the sentiment that I used from this stamp set to create the floral card that I showed you earlier. This is another beautiful stamp set, and these are Garden Gnome stamps, and this is 3323, and there's 7 gnomes in this stamp set, and some really funny sentiments to go along with. And there is a coordinating die as well. The die number is 33. I think it's 3323D. And here is another stamp set. This is called the Holly Circle Sentiment die, not die, stamp set. And this coordinates beautifully with this gnome set, because the sentiments in this are all very gnome related. So you can actually stamp the holly circles and maybe put the little gnome inside it, or there's so many options there too. And here's a card that I created using the gnome set. This is a peekaboo die, which is for a slimline. It's a peekaboo slimline die, and I just cut that onto a white cardstock, and I kept the top of the card very simple, and I stamped the sentiment from the holly circle stamp set, and then I stamped these 3 cute little gnomes inside those peekaboo windows. So when you open those windows, you can see the gnomes, and the sentiment reads, "Merry Christmas from our gnome to yours." I hope you enjoyed this close-up video of the September release. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.